I'm just changing up the thumbnail. Okay. We're good to start up the YouTubes. All right. Hold on one second. Here we go. All right. What's going on? Part 7 for my winter car. Let's do this. We are still on the hunt for more parts and more money. 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 Let's roll. Come on. Money. Let's do this. My water still is not water yet. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Bro, no way. Hey, Rochelle, how are you? The rally race is still in this game, Carbon. Yeah, rally race is still in the game. And there's now ice racing on the lake, on the frozen lake. That song woke you up. Oh. Heavy Momenta. No, that's not right. Whatever. Ah. Okay. All right. Doing good, Michelle? Right on. All right. Let's roll. All right, we were going to get parts, and we have some firewood jobs to do. We have one more firewood job to do, but we're going to get parts. So what time is it? It's 2 in the afternoon, 2:10 in the afternoon. Let's go get the parts and then drive the tractor back to the house so we can fill it up with more stuff so we can make more money. EJ's like 3/4 finished already. Oh, quietos. Quietos. Come on, you big, beautiful tractor. There we go. Yeah, we got plenty of cash. Government assistance, I'm quitting my job. That's not, Pace, that's not even with the government assistance. Not even kidding. The government assistance is in my bank account. It's probably like 2 to 3 G's over there. So what's the end goal? Trenton, My Winter Car is a game that takes place in Finland in 1999. The best way I can describe this game is that it is a survival car racing game where you have to build the race car. My winter car seems more difficult to play, but dying is not as easy. You know what? This is gonna sound really dumb. It's gonna be like one of those, well, yeah, dude. My winter car very much seems like what winter would be like in Perijärvi. It's the same game, it's just wintertime. And it plays exactly like what you would be doing in this area of the world during the winter. If that makes any sense. I thought this was Korpa Simulator. Korpa! Korpa! Kerasun palo. Truly a controversial take. Yeah. Meaning that gameplay's great. Really don't need to shut this thing off, but whatever. Like, it feels like playing My Summer Car, but winter time, which is good. That's a good thing. That was what the intention was. How many sequels of games have we played that really just should have been, you know, basic sequels to the original game, but they, you know, they fudged it all up and made it something different. No, this is great. Praise Topless Gun. Hot, I mean cold take. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yes. Alright, let's drive this bad boy back over to the house. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. No, you build a different car. And you have to go search. Dude, here's the crazy thing. You don't have all the parts to the car. You have to go searching for car parts in the want ad, in the classifieds. And then you have to call people on the phone to get parts. And then the parts get mailed to you. That's what that crate is that I just put in the back of the trailer. And car parts, unless indicated by the ad, are usually random. Cap hots, dude. Does the tractor have a heater? Yes. It's the sweat that's making me cold. You go outside when it's sweaty, you're gonna get cold faster. I'll stop at the apartment to warm up real quick before we make our trek. You should record your version of the Korpa song and send it to the devs. Korpa, Korpa, kerasun palo. Was the festival? Corpa, corpa, che ora su un ballo. There, no sweat. The apartment does not have a sauna. Was Corpa removed? I don't know, dude. Ever since Topless Gun patched the game the other day, I haven't heard it. Mank, this game is just your reality. Is your reality good? I don't like snow. Yeah, me neither. It was 620 J-Speed. I think that's one of the mystery boxes, I think. I don't know. We just called a bunch of people and ordered a bunch of stuff because we have a bunch of money. Yeah, Tyler, a block heater at home would be nice. I wonder if someone was striking the song. One of the devs made it, as far as I know. Apocalypse. Here, we can Corpa together. Give me one moment. Ryder Challenge is pretty sick, right? Hey Brandon, what's up, dude? What'd you miss? Oh, dude, you gotta watch the My Winter Car Plays. Corpa, corpa, corazon pallo. Ei kuka meitä tallo, maalin jälkeen maalin kunnon voittofestival. Corpa, corpa, corazon pallo. Ei kuka meitä tallo, maalin jälkeen maalin, mä voiton jälleen hallin. It's Finnish. I do miss that being blasted at extremely high volume with a bunch of drunk Finns listening to it. Brandon, I'm sorry, man. I was just there, dude. I was just doing the same thing. It ain't fun, bro. Äkkiä korpa, korpa, kura sun pallo. Ei kukaan meitä rauhoin, maali jälkeen. I don't know the words.
Voittofestivaalin kurpa, kurpa, kura suon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo, maalin jälkeen maalin, mä voiton jälleen haalin. Kurpa, kurpa, kura suon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo, maalin jälkeen maalin kunkut. Voittofestivaalin kurpa, kurpa, kura suon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo.
There's a thread on the Steam forums about pulling some of the music. Apparently this song was made with AI assistance. So he removed it so he wouldn't have to tag the game as AI assisted on the store. Oh, come on, man. That's lame. Now, have you tried the taxi job yet? No, haven't done the taxi. As far as I can tell, dude, if you chop more firewood, more people start calling you. It's in the game. Just need the new My Winner editor from Nexus and set Yoki Korpa to true. It's still in my game and I haven't enabled AI songs. No, Nick, not that. It's like Baby Shark or something. I will mod that back into the game just because it's a legendary. I have not done the factory job, guys. I've made plenty of cash. Plenty of cash with just chopping wood. Chopping wood and sucking poop. And swearing profusely to lower the stress gauge. No, so you can get addicted to that, RJ. Yeah, I know, Sty. I think it's just so it doesn't label it on the Steam forums. But yeah, apparently that gives people the ick, which is just whatever. Thank you. I know you understand. It's just the fact that a very close friend of my mom's side of the family passed away the day before. Thank you for keeping me sane with these great streams. You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. Brandon, I hear you. Yeah. There were other things that happened in 2025 that I just do not want to tell you guys about. Yeah, there are other things, dude, besides the events that I've told you that made my 2025 not fun. But we're done with that. We're done 2025 maxing. We're Wumbo maxing in 2026, all right? There were other things that really made your boy sad. 1/1/2026 is a line in the sand. That's right. All we do is korpa. Oh, that was the end of the song. Right. Tu Voittofestival, korpa, korpa, usa sun pallo. E kuka meitä tallo, maalin jälkeen maalin, mä voiton jälleen ääneen. On meillä Kunasolla tiimi rautanen, vastustaja on ku heikko lautanen. Kun me pannaan täysillä ranttaliks, niin eihän menee siitä ihan säpäleiksi. Ei ne voi sille mitään, me vaan tehdään niin ku pitää. Kun kiekko menee häkkiin, pojat kalpenee melko äkkiin. Kurpa, kurpa, kura sun pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo, maalin jälkeen maalin kunkut Voittofestival. Oh man, hate that when you get home, when you get to your house and a really good song is still playing. Question, do you guys sit in the car and wait for the song to end or do you shut it off? I wait in the car. Not even kidding. You wait? Oh, sick. All right, cool. Cool. It's not just me. All right, that makes me feel a lot better. Because I just sit there rocking out in the car. I don't care. I don't care if people see me. I don't care none of that. I just, yeah. It's, yeah. All right, cool. We're on the same page. Trip's not done till the song is done. Oh, I knew I liked you, man. You gotta listen to the whole song, dude, especially if it's a good one. You can't just not do that. Sorry, babe. In my time of dying just started. Gonna stick it out. Dude, you hear that? You're stuck there for 10 minutes. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Gabriel. That song rules. All right, ready? Dude, back seat. All right. Where's the box? We got a seat back. Hell yeah. And it's that perfect 1970s shade of brown. Brown. Sorry, babe. Freebird just came on. Dude, yeah, you can't not listen to Freebird. Lord help me. I can't change. Lord, I can't change. Won't you fly, free bird? Yeah. Dude, the sump. Perfect. Nice. I'll put that with my engine parts. Dude, that solo is so good. Oh, it's so awesome. What else do we got here? We got exhaust pipes. I think I already have exhaust pipes, but, you know, whatever. Another freaking passenger seat, man. Whoa! Passenger seat with headrest, though. Hello. Hello, baby. All right. Factory headrest. Now we're talking. Don't mind the broken windshield. I zigged when I should have zagged with the crane. There, with the forks. Is that all the parts? Yeah, we didn't really get anything good except for the oil pump. But that's cool. We are slowly accumulating all the parts that we need. We got transmissions. We got heater boxes. We got fuel tanks. I got radiators. I got a steering column. We got bumpers. Parcel shelves. I got a full exhaust kit. We got quarter panels. I got a door. I really need a passenger door. That's what I'm really looking for. Do you, though? How do you get these parts? So, Timbite, there is a catalog called Marchetti. It's just market, finished from market. It's in the grocery store, in the PSK. It's in one of the aisles. You have to buy the want ad. Once you buy it, you have to, you can look at it in English, and then there's a bunch of phone numbers on it. You got to call the phone numbers. Dude, I got 2 4-speeds right here. Look at that. Look at this. I'm stockpiling, okay? And we have a sludge box right here. Is that like a loot box? You don't know what you're getting? Some of the times you do, some of the times you don't. Bree, which is, yeah, that's how this was in the 90s. I remember reading the want ads. I would go down to the local corner store near my house, and me and my buddy would get the want ad, and we would look for parts. And it was quite actually the same. It was like, hey, I don't know what these are. Here. You're getting Fallout 4 Power Armor hoarding vibes. Oh. But they didn't mail them to you. You'd have to go get them. Like, and me and my buddy never really went and got them because we were like 12. Yeah. Yeah. Weather guy, you might be right. We might have a problem. But, you know, the game says we don't have a problem. The game says we don't have a problem with hoarding car parts. We have a problem with alcoholism. Like looking at Facebook Marketplace and knowing you can't buy anything. Yeah. What if you could go get them and it's cheaper that way? That'd be kind of cool. I miss EJ's Fallout 4 factory sessions. Good times. Now what you have here is a very small drop in a very large bucket of power armor. Is the car built any? Yeah, we got a lot of parts. There's the want ad right there. See? Marchetti. So anything with a 0 on it is something that I've bought. They went to the EJ School of Rally Racing. Is this somebody flipped over? Yeah. Oh, wow. Didn't see that one coming. So, Bree, take a look. Sometimes it says what parts it is. Other time it says random piles of junk. I like buying the random piles because they're usually cheaper. But some of them weren't. I think the one we just got was this one. My biggest marketplace complaint is that I have it set for local 20 miles and it will show stuff 500 miles away. Yep. Mm-hmm. Have you tried recalling the guy that didn't answer? No. Hi, I'm new here. Can you start a new game, Auto Parts? That's right. That's right. So the good part about this, Bree, is that I know every part of this car. Cortinas are not complicated vehicles. I know all the parts that I need. One has a 5-speed. Where? Oh. Five-speed box. Mutter, I'm in. You son of a mutter. I'm in. How much is it? 810? There we go. Yeah, I bought the one, Brimo. The piles of poo-poo. Yeah, Riz, I haven't tried calling that dude back, but... Oh, yeah, there's thousands of parts, Bree. Car is 250 parts, 4 trim levels, plus aftermarket. There's thousands of parts in this game, which is sweet. You have to go and find all the freaking parts for the car. And then you piece together the car that you want. It is a project car. That is how project cars works. That is what I do with the Coronet. That is what I'm doing with the Coronet. All right, let's try it. Maybe I dialed the wrong number. So we want the 5-speed. So 0, 1, 4, 3, 7, 2, 6, 2, 2. I've seen what Fleetari has on the shelf, Paul. Holy crap, dude. We're going to make this thing scream. Believe me. If I could get some specs on those cams, we will make this thing ball. Oh.
Kyllä.
Kyllä.
Selvä. Minä laitan tulemaan. Hei hei.
Varustelluista kaupoista.
Jumalauta!
Yeah, Paul, this game rules. Hey guys, real quick, I'm gonna save game. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back 1 second. My waste meter is high, so to speak. Chat, I gotta go take a dump. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Maybe. Oh. Oh, God. Okay, I'm good. Did you pee in the sink? No. No. No, I didn't. How was it? It was a very productive meeting. We're back from outer space. 9 o'clock. Was it healthy? Yeah. Yeah, the F3C3S operation is complete.
Voi saatana. Vittujen perkele. Saatana. Voi vittujen kevätana. Voi vittu.
Did you wash your hands? Oh, absolutely.
Jumalauta. Perkele. Vittu. Saatana. Saatana. Voi vittujen vittu. Voi saatana. Vittu. Voi vittu.
Did you ever hear back on the job message by chance?
No mitä helvettiä? Voi vittu.
What do you mean, Joe?
Vittu. Perkele. No voi helvetti. Vittu. Ei saatana. Vittujen vittu. Perkele. Saatana. Jumalauta. Saatana. Saatana.
Job for you.
Vittujen vittu.
You got a... Hey, man, you got a job.
Mitä helvettiä?
What the hell of it? I mean, good. Is that what you're telling me?
Vitun tor.
Oh, no, not that. Sorry, I hit the wrong key.
Perkele. Voi vittu. No voi helvetti. Ei saatana.
Oh, Joe. Yeah, guy never got back to me, dude. He never replied. Yeah. Yeah, no. Ghosted me. Yeah. I'll keep an eye out, though, dude.
Ei saatana. Voi vittu. Jumalauta. Saatana. Voi vittujen kevää.
All Systems wants to know what field, Joe. That's up to you if you want to say.
Saatana. Perkele. Voi vittu. Voi vittujen kevää. Vittu. Saatana. Saatana. Perkele. Voi vittu. Voi vittu.
I feel lighter, Squig, that's for sure.
Voi vittujen vittu. Ei saatana. Vittujen vittu. Voi vittu. Vittujen vittu. Voi vittu. Perkele. Voi vittujen kevää. Vittu.
There you go. Wait. The sauna's still there, Jonathan. You're trying to break into the aerospace defense industry. Yes. Ordon, what's up, man? 71-month resub. Nice. Wait, where's the coverall? Oh, there it is. I thought it was the rug. You have a background in engineering, data, IT analysis, and project management. Yeah, guys, if anybody's in the Colorado area, if Joe could use some help. I posted it a bit ago, cool guide if you want. No, I don't want to see anything that you linked. I don't like you. No, what's up, man? If your problem thirst level exceeds 180, the sobering rate increases drastically. The challenge is keeping thirst above 180 without hitting 200 and dying. This provides the safest, fastest method to do exactly that. Instead of manually raising your thirst by running and hitting the H key, we'll use food math. 3 packs of potato chips This is the secret ingredient. 1 bottle of beer needed for calibration, and then tap water. 7 minutes. Timer on your phone is second monitor. This preparation, this step is the most important in the new strategy. If you mess this up, the math won't work. This is for sobering up in game. Drink 1 bottle of beer, go to the bathroom, kitchen tap, and drink water. Stop exactly when the bar looks empty. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We got plenty of bags of chips. So we have to get the problem meter to just below 180. I only have 2 bags of chips here. Balls. Okay, illness. Yeah, the bar only goes down to 0. Yeah, I've seen it. I see the helmet, but no mini bike. Yeah, there's no mini bike. Somebody in chat had the idea of making a snowmobile instead of having a snowmobile instead of a mini bike. I really like that idea, but I still wish we had the mini bike. Are you gonna do that sobering method? I really can't do it here. Like in, I only have 2 bags of chips. I have more bags of chips in the at the other place, at the apartment. All right, let's go fill this thing up with wood, and then deliver that firewood, and then we go back to town, and we'll do the sobering trick when we get there. Last one chance. Okay, what's up? As a person living in Massachusetts, do you hate the sound of snow crunching? I like it. I don't mind it. It's nice. I really want this thing to shift into reverse, but damn pine tree! Burn that damn tree down. Looks dead anyway. My pine, you space bastard! You killed a pine! You had this crazy idea about breeding pine trees. Hey guys, did you I see what you're saying in chat. Do you guys know that the Nashville Predators are playing the Edmonton Oilers? So the Predators-Oilers game? It's the Diddy Bowl. I stole that joke from when I was browsing X on the toilet, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's still pretty damn funny. Why does it jitter between red line? Shift into reverse, you piece of shit! Nice, Shazbert. There you go. I just do all kinds of social media on the from the Golden Throne. My shifter's going bad. Yep. It doesn't shift into reverse, dudes. This might be good enough, but yeah, not having reverse is really going to hurt us. Like, for instance, how are we going to back up to get that thing? There we go. I got it. Shifter's full. Merry Christmas. Good enough. I can bind reverse to something else, yeah. I've made sure to not get too close to this thing, King. Knowing topless gun, I have a feeling that thing can kill you. Nice, King. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool, Flykin. Little details like that, dude, that make games good. Not remotely what cutting wood sounds like. I'm not sure if you know, realism is the bone to pick with a game like this, but yeah. He reused the bag of chips sound. Yeah, maybe. Oh crap, that's DMCA. No. Oh balls. Yeah, we gotta make our way into town with this thing, dude. Yeah, that opera song will flag a YouTube video. I did, Justin. Why is it shifting good now? I don't know. Could be a frayed cable.
Saatana. Oi vittujen kevää.
I need to grab something.
Saatana. Jumalauta. Vittu. Ei saatana.
There you go, Jeff.
Saatana. Oi vittu. No mitä helvettiä? Oi vittu. Oi vittujen kevää. Saatana. Vittu. Ei saatana. Saatana. Oi vittujen kevää. Vittu.
Feels like a mechanical problem more than anything, Plykin, but I don't know for sure. Taking this, we are low on gas. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna fill it up. Yeah, it's better than nothing. We're gonna have to refill this diesel tank. There we go. All right, let's get the frick out of here. We're an alcoholic. We're gonna try to solve the alcoholic problem now. On this trip, on this run. Gas cap? You don't need to worry about the gas cap. Thank you. Yeah, a little bit of snow in your tractor's diesel tank is good for it. It'll put hair on the tractor's chest or something. This game is like Australia. Everything will kill you. Ah ha ha!
Kosken kauhu
Alright, coming up on the tracks. Night, Nils. Somebody told me that, Blacken, thank you. Have you figured out how to pick up one? Wait another day. Different packages take different amounts of time to get there, Hillness. Way to ruin my fuel economy, dick. It's not like I need fuel or anything. Go! Yeah, Will, pretty much. I'm Wombo in here. We've seen nothing as to what happened to the Satsuma, Balfleer. I'm worried about the problem meter, guys. I don't have any beer on me. forgot the shed was there. I was trying to see if we could not have to back in, but that's not gonna work, so let's just go this way. I don't want to know what just did that, but...
Kiitosta vaan paljon ja tuossa vaivan palakkaapista liian makkaraa ja mitähän tää nyt nuormies tarvitsee ja... Varmaan tarvii tänä talvena vielä
Yeah, we gotta make a beeline for Perryarvy now. No, of course I haven't. Train still runs, Golden Goose, yeah. FBM Birds. Thanks for that prime sub, dude. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna drive home. There's beer there, and we'll be able to get problem under control so we can safely make the trip to Perryarvy. Tractor might run out of gas.
Solussani lipitän kämpiksen tölkkikaljaa. Ainoa tolkki elämässäni on tyynen merenkala. Huomaan kuinka raita verkkarit töitä painaa. Ei ne heti mulle oma kotitaloistaan nauraa. On kuitenkin ylioppilas, kunhan ensin omistennan. Sitten on
The tractor runs out of gas. We might die.
sossut kustannan. On kuitenkin ylioppilas, kunhan ensin omistennan. Sitten on tohtori ja teidän sossut kustannan. Oh, oh, oh.
On meillä Kurasuola remmi melkonen. Vastustajan täytyy ottaa henkonen, kun joutuu katselemaan meidän mahtia. Ne on kuin pelaisilman maalivahtia. Minkäs ne sille mahtaa, kun joutuu meitä jahtaa? Kiekon lauon verkon perään, pojat siinä itseään kerää. Kurva, kurva, Kurasuon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin tunkut voittofestivaali. Kurva, kurva, Kurasuon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin.
I'm getting a little worried, dude.
On meillä Kurasuolla tiimi rautanen. Vastustaja on ku heikko lautanen. Kun me pannaan täysillä rantaliks, niin nehän menee siitä ihan säpäleiks. Ei ne voi sille
There's the road.
mitään. Me vaan tehdään niin kuin pitää. Kun kiekko menee häkkiin, pojat kalpenee melko äkkiin. Kurva, kurva, Kurasuon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin kunkut voittofestivaalin. Kurva, kurva.
It was the lake we were driving on, yes.
Ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin mä voiton jälleen haaliin. Kurva, kurva, Kurasuon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin kunkut
Voittofestivaali.
Kurva, kurva, Kurasuon pallo. Ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin mä voiton jälleen haaliin. Kaikille sopii.
We had time. Dude, I was gonna be so pissed if we died. We have 15 G's on us, man.
Jumalauta! Ei vittujen kevät!
What's the most devastating death you've had on a permadeath save?
Saatana! Mitä helvettiä? Voi Jumalauta! Saatana! Voi vittujen vittu! Voi saatana!
I was driving down the highway in the poop truck, right? And I was going to pass another truck, and another truck hit me head on.
Jumalauta! Voi vittu! Ei saatana! Voi helvetti! Saatana! Voi vittujen kevät! Voi vittu! Saatana! Saatana! Voi vittujen kevät! Jumalauta! Saatana! Voi vittu! No mitä helvettiä? Voi saatana! Saatana! Voi vittu! Voi vittu!
That was in my summer car. I have not died in my winter car yet.
Voi vittu!
Well, fellas, here's the bigger problem. That thing has no gas in it. We're gonna have to take the Renault. The Pugat, or whatever the hell this thing is. Until we get enough gas in this thing to do. The Citroen, yeah. Did it really run out of gas in my front yard? Wow. Dude. Dude, yeah, we almost died. Like, that was close. No, no. Come on. The frickin' ladybug on me. Frickin' ladybug's in my office. What the hell's that about? Ladybugs in winter. That's what I'm wondering, dude. That absolutely was a ladybug. That's weird. It means your office is free of aphids. Yeah. It's probably because it's super warm in here, yeah. Now, I'll be honest with you. I just flicked him off. He's over there, or she's over there. It flicked him off of me. I don't kill spiders, and I don't kill... Yeah, there's certain bugs I don't kill because they keep pests out of the garage. Spiders. Yeah, we keep all the spiders. Spiders are just misunderstood. They are misunderstood creatures. It was red. You think there are any boy ladybugs, Ricky? Yeah, spiders will eat anything, dude. They eat all the bugs. They'll go after whatever. Spiders are welcome in my garage. I don't care about them. Dude, I found a big one the other day. No, it wasn't a black widow or anything. Like, it was big, though. I don't know what species of spider it was, but it was about the size of a quarter. That's pretty big for Massachusetts. I know people watching in Australia are like, okay. Okay, bud. That's not a spider. That's a spider, mate. It wasn't brown, dudes, for what it's worth.
Discovery, going throttle up.
Hey, Hired. Here's some money. Did you find any parts, though? Oh, we've found plenty of parts, my friend. Why is the high beam indicator red in this car? What the hell are they doing over in France? There's heaters in the garage. Yeah. Cut the tree. The roads should be here. And why aren't I using the plowed roads? I can't see them. It would help if I could see it. Because, you know, there's this darkness thing. Oh yeah, let's just... Yeah, no reverse. Love it. Love this. Mike Vinning is on... No way. Wait, what? There's a moose over there. See it? That's cool, man. Mike Vinning, for the people that don't know, is one of those guys that has a wallet that says bad motherfucker on it. You know, say the least. We also high-centered the car because this car is a piece of shit. That's pretty rad, dude. Love this. Love high centering this shitbox car on a shitbox snowbank. Why the fuck don't we have something with four-wheel drive?
Nah.
Nah. There we go. Wheel-wheel drive in 1999. You guys didn't have nothing like that? Meh. Mick, we've had 4x4 pickups over here since the 50s, dude. Freaking we had Jeeps before that. I mean, I know that's the US, I get it, but... You guys seriously didn't have an all-wheel drive car available? Not even like a Volkswagen or something? Well, in 1999, so yeah. Regular 4x4 cars were rare. Still. Yeah, what about like a Fiat Panda? Nothing like that, dude? Old Fiat Pandas are cool, man. Pajeros and special vehicles. Eh. All right, let's try the alcoholism test. I think I have more bags of chips in here. Do we really want to? Oh. All right, so we have to get the problem meter down to nothing, right? So let's drink a beer. Okay. Now we got to get the problem meter down to basically let go of the gauge, right? There. Okay.
Jumalauta!
I have a feeling we're going to be drinking a lot of water, so before we do this, let's pee.
Perkele! Voi vittujen perkele! Jumalauta! 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 Perkele!
Oh, yeah, Copo, Chevy Citation, huh?
Saatana! Vittu! Voi saatana! Vittujen kevätänä! Voi vittu! Saatana!
Why would getting fatigued down make a difference here?
Saatana! Ei saatana! Voi vittujen kevätänä! Voi saatana!
Okay. 3 bags of chips. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Drink a beer. I already did it wrong. Oh, okay. Oh crap, you're in. Read through.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It's great background noise. If you miss the 7-minute mark, you will hit 200 thirst and die. Okay. All right, let's reset. Okay, make sure we have extra brew just in case. What time is it? All right. Okay. Yeah, let's do this in the morning.
Ai, 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 ai.
Trying to get rid of the alcoholism. Seven minutes in real life. Yeah, okay. So, let's...
Vittu, perkele!
You need to do it 3 times. How about we wait 5 minutes and do it 4 times, right? If we do 5-minute intervals, it'll be much less risky. Okay, let's do it once now. So, okay, there we go. We're basically at 0. All right. Yo, hold up. Oh! Yo, let's go! What up, Rook? Yes! He replied, "That's sick, dude." Oh, yes. 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 That's awesome. Freaking sweet, dude. Dude. Okay, so if you're coming in from Summer Car, that's the guy that runs NASA. That's the guy that runs NASA. Yeah. Just your boy. We're moving up in the world. Yes. All right. Anyway, moving on. We're going to have to drink another brew. That's awesome, man. He got the joke. That's what rules about that. Of course he got the joke. Knew about John Young. Yes. Yes. You rule. Your face is going to be in the boardroom presentation. Hopefully it's like this. Just like that. Sorry, fighting. That's awesome, dude. All right, thirst is negative right now. That'd be cool, Will. All right, let me get my timer out. That's what I was doing. So we're going to do this 4 times over the next couple of days because I need to buy more chips. We can do it once here. Or we could just go buy all the chips and do it later, which is kind of what I think. Oh, we have enough to do it twice. So, Wizard, the Gemini, one of the first Gemini flights with John Young and Gus Grissom in the 60s. John Young smuggled a corned beef hash sandwich into space and had lunch in space. And NASA was pissed because they were like, you're going to contaminate the spacecraft with crumbs, because crumbs just float around in 0G, right? Or in microgravity, they float around. They could short the electrical system. And John Young was like, I don't think there's a thing you can do about it from down there, boy. And they're like, John, don't eat the sandwich, John. John, what are you doing? He's like, ain't nothing you can do about it from down there. Hey, Gus, you want some of this? Yes, that actually happened. So when we saw the reference, Space Lunch System, yeah. Is there a recording? I'm not sure there's a recording of that. John, do not eat the sandwich. John, don't eat the sandwich, John. I don't think there's anything you can do about it up there. I'm just going to enjoy my corned beef sandwich, boy. That absolutely happened, dude. It's awesome. John Young got in a crap ton of trouble for it, but he's John Young, so that's like Charlie Murphy hitting Rick James. What is he going to do? Hit me back? He's Rick James. I'm Charlie Murphy. He's Charlie Murphy. I'm Rick James. Right? It's John Young. He's pretty much the best astronaut ever. You know what? I don't mind drinking beer, to be honest. I don't want to risk this. I really don't, dudes. Let's just go about our business. I decided against it. You guys go and do it, see if it works. I'm Rick James. Enjoy yourself. It's a celebration. What's he gonna do? You're gonna give me some Bruce Lee karate cross kick. Charlie Murphy. Unity. If I recall, at the time, they weren't even sure you could eat solid food with your body trying to breathe its stomach contents. Yeah, exactly. They weren't sure what eating would do in microgravity. Put the 5 fingers, say to the face, slap. game. Blouses. Gonna give you some kind of Bruce Lee karate cross kick. I'm Rick James, he's Charlie Murphy. I'm John Young, they're Mission Control, it don't matter. Why'd you stomp his feet into his couch? Because he could buy another one. It's not an EV, yeah, it's an EV, yeah, Dorkfish, yeah, that's it, you got it. Mali and Tamari, it was it howling, howling. Does this not have a radio in it? Oh, this car sucks. Oops. Cut off cousin.
Vitun muu.
That's pretty good, Elfish. Who are you gonna believe? Your mom or NASA? That's right. Yeah, damn bros, thank you. The e-brake was in fact on. That chip tactic has 154 positive ratings. It's a sign. It's not graffiti, that's a sign. I don't want to do that even more now. I'll just drink beer. Beer is I weighed the cost in my head. Beer is very low overhead. It's 150 bucks for. It's 150 bucks to. What side is this card? What side of this card is the freaking filler neck on? 150 bucks for beer for a very long time. Basically, beer for the week. You do that 3 times over. That's 450 a week. That's nothing. That is dick. That's nothing. Vinning is aware of the memes. Oh no. I mean, considering the amount of cash that we make, I don't think it's an issue. If we weren't making as much money, I'd try it. But yeah, I mean, a couple people in chat said it. It's not worth risking it. Jos ette toi täytyy heittää. Sound like me explaining my beer purchases to my wife. I mean, yeah. Would it be worth risking at the start of the save? Yes, absolutely. Like if we had known Cyborg, I would have just done that right away. Copo 427 Cam. Nice name, dude. Nice name. I know what a Copo is. 427 Camaro. Very nice. She bitches about you drinking beer. Yeah. Mine never does that. Yeah, dude, she never does that. No, my wife's awesome. I drink, like, she never whines about that ever or something. Have I delivered adverts yet? No. Copo, just excuse me for a second. You've got an old 69 Camaro yourself. Oh, right. Excuse me while I go out into the shop and get a beer. We like old cars here. We like old cars. Old cars in this stream get along. Nice AI generated background. It's not AI, guys. It's Photoshop. But yeah, Copo, hell yeah, dude. Old Camaros, first gen Camaros are cool, man. Second gens are cool too, for what it's worth. I actually have two F bodies from the 80s and 90s outside my shop right now. Illness, have a good night, buddy. All right.
Jumalauta, vittu.
No, hey, lady, come back. Oh, the jerry can for diesel. Whatever. We got a lot to do here. Car parts. HDS coming through. Got a package, people! Excuse me, HDS. HDS coming through. We're going downtown. Got a 69 pace car, black. Yeah. White and orange, dude. 69 pace cars. That's freaking cool, man. And I have my black and gold X44. Good man, dude. Hell yeah. Those are sweet cars, dude. I'm not the biggest Chevy guy around, but I will bend over backwards for a first-gen Camaro. Absolutely. Be like, yes. So, that car that I have in there is a 69 Coronet. I love cars from the 60s, man. They're just on a different level. We gotta get the jerry cans out so we can fill them up. Mine has a 318 in it. Don't worry. We're rectifying that situation. Yeah, man. We love cars here. But that's cool, dude. Black and gold X44. It's nice. He's got a 67 GTO from high school. Your 14-year-old daughter has a 69 Firebird, and your 11-year-old son has a 65 Le Mans. Copo, you're raising them right, dude. Guess what we're doing? We're drinking a beer to that. God damn, is that tasty. Yeah. Is that a Schlitz? No, Yingling. Your dad runs a car club that puts on weekly car shows. What part of the country are you in, dude? Is it going to be New Year's Eve all over again? No. Upstate New York. Brother. I'm over in Massachusetts, man. That's not that far of a drive, depending on how far upstate you are. You on Facebook? I don't have Facebook, dude, because I don't like Facebook, but I can see it, dude. I use my wife's account. Son of a bitch full? Yes, it is.
Saatana, saatana. Voi vittujen kevää. Vittujen vittu. Helvetti. Saatana.
Look up Maple Road Boys on Facebook. Maple Road. Why does that sound familiar? The thing that populated was Cruisin'. Oh, hell yeah, dude. So you guys are at a okay, you're upstate. Got it. Got it. Here, let me just peep where that is. Oh, okay. Okay. You're almost to the Finger Lakes, dude. Got it. Oh, I know where this is. I know exactly where this is, dude. Yeah, I drove through Liverpool the other day. Like a month ago when me and my wife were driving to Detroit. That's where my in-laws are. Lockheed Martin is there. You got the Lockheed facility. They have all the radars by the highway. I know exactly where this is, dude. That's killer. Yeah, I know exactly. That's about a 6-hour drive away from me, dude. But yeah, I know exactly where this is. You go 6 hours down I-90. You get to me. But dude, I don't know, man. Chat, that might be a road trip spot. That'd be a good shakedown cruise for the Coronet when it's finished. Yeah, I know exactly where this is, dude. It's right on the highway. That's cool, man. Right on. Yeah, dude, you're not far. That's killer. But I'm near DC. Stop in sometime and take you for a ride in the Camaro. All right, man. In the summertime, dude, when I get that shell finished, I got a 5.7 Hemi for it, so I got a Gen 3 Hemi for that thing. And I'm going to source an 8HP70, 8-speed. Bolt those together with a nicer rear end, and we are going to send it. That car, I'm building that car for road trips, dude. Because road trip. That's killer, man. Always fill up your jerry cans on the ground if you're ever doing this at a gas station. Don't put it in a pickup bed. Fill it up on the ground. Connect Coronet by your dad's got a 20-car garage. All right, man. All right, we'll talk. All right, now we got to go get some brews. He's just an SPC with nitrous. All right, whatever. It's a first-gen Camaro, dude. It could have a 6-cylinder in it. I don't care. It's a first-gen Camaro. Who cares? It's just cool.
Saatana. Vittujen vittu.
Oh, yeah, Karani. No, it'll be great. Mike, you have a 72 Camaro? All right. Split bumper? No. Yeah, 72 was a split bumper. And then in 73, they went to the thing that makes it looks like it has a beard on it or something. Why is the other gas station not open? Gmo got put out of business, dude.
Jumalauta! Vittujen kevää! Voi vittujen vittu! Vittu! Voi saatana!
Gmo has a bar, though.
Vittujen vittu! Vittujen vittu! Jumalauta! Vittujen kevää!
Swearing profusely lowers your stress meter.
Jumalauta! Saatana! Saatana! No mitä helvettiä? Voi saatana! Jumalauta! Mitä helvettiä? Voi vittu! Saatana!
I'd be interested in resto modding a car, but I'd want something more like that, like a hot hatchback.
Saatana!
From what year, Yudis? I mean, there weren't many hot hatchbacks from the 60s. '92 Civic. Actually, if you want to find an old Civic with a... Why is the beer dancing? You find old Civics with a D16 in them or something, and a manual, you can get them for pretty inexpensive. You want a 70s Lada? No, you don't. No, you don't. That thing's a piece of snot. Just got a small tire, 275 60 R15, runs 11s with a 200 shot. I got a set of 275 60 R15s for my Dodge. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, 11s with a 200 shot ain't no joke, man. That's pretty good. I mean, Blyken, you're gonna have trouble finding parts for a lot over here. Mickey Thompson ET3s, yeah, okay. Not a good sign. Come on! We just got so lucky, dude. We just got so lucky. We got so lucky that that actually happened. Oh my goodness. Let it warm up? Oh yeah, you're right. Oh crap. Oh, we just got so lucky we didn't get hit. Holy crap. Holy crap. Dude, my whole life flashed before my eyes in game. Holy crap, we just got so lucky. Oh my goodness. Oh, I looked left and I was like, no. Yeah, maybe look both ways before crossing the street, huh? Oh my goodness. Oh, that one puckered up my butthole. Play the lottery. I was like, well, that's the end of this save. I was resigned. I'm like, well, that sucks. Is the beer okay? Everything's okay. Yeah. I swear that guy wasn't there. Time for a lottery ticket. Is the other guy okay? Yeah? Go play the real life lottery right now. How did we not get killed, dude? I think the only reason we didn't die is because he sideswiped the back of the car. Yeah. That's the only reason we didn't die. He hit the back end of the car. Oof. I know, Michigan. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, dude. There's a user named Michigan in the other chat. Who I can... Alright. We don't actually need to be here.
Voi saatana! Perkele! Voi vittujen kevää! Helve! Jumalauta!
That's littering. It's glass. It's recyclable.
Voi vittu! Voi helvetti! Ei saatana! Voi helvetti! Vittu! Saatana! Jumalauta! Ei saatana! No mitä helvettiä? Voi vittujen vittu! Jumalauta! Vittujen vihatana! Voi saatana! Jumalauta! Voi vittujen kevää! Jumalauta! Jumalauta! Voi vittu!
I don't know, Drew. We,
Voi saatana!
2026 is the year of Wumbo maxing.
Vittu! Saatana! Voi vittujen vittu! Voi helvetti!
Mitenkäs mä nyt tässä sanoisin, mutta meidän toi likakaivo, niin se on ääriä myöten täynnä, että...
You gonna put wheelie bars and a parachute on the Coronet? No. No. It's not that type of car, dude. I want 400 horse. I want a 400 horsepower car, 10 with the 8-speed behind it, and a decent rear end. I haven't picked out what rear end I want for that thing yet. I got to rebuild the shell first, though. The shell is toast. I already put a new trunk in it, but yeah. I'm aiming for about, with the 5.7, the Gen 3 Hemi, I'm aiming for about 400 horsepower. I want a car to do 13, 14 seconds in a quarter, something like that. Not anything too crazy. Don't want wheelie bars. Don't want anything like that. I just want a car that will get 20 to 30 miles, 25 to 30 miles per gallon on the highway. That's fun to drive. old car, and yeah, I'm just basically that car is going to be the ultimate cruiser. It's not a dragster. What kind of miles per hour are you predicting? We should be able to get into the 30, into the 30s if we're ultra good. It should be a 20 to 25. Speaking of luck, I sent you a link in Discord from last night. I don't know how you lived through that, RB, but all right. We owe you a 10-second car. Okay, let's go. Pretty much getting the car to the point where it sits comfortably going 75 on the highway. Correct. All right. I like the tuna here. Bull crap, man. No one likes the tuna here. Yeah, well, I do. Watch your back. 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 Try Fat Burger from now on. You can get a double cheese with fries for $2.95, you Fruit Loop. I like the tuna here. Bull crap, man. No one likes the tuna. Yeah, well, I do. Working on a car at your parents' house while you live in an apartment feels strangely familiar. Yeah, Copo, I'm gonna go dark side with it, dude. It's got a healthy 318 in it. The car's a healthy 318 and a healthy 904. The crazy thing about it is, though, that motor and transmission, as far as I can tell, is the original engine. And it either has 96,000 miles on it or 196,000 miles on it. Judging by the wear and how beat up the car is, I'm going to guess that's closer to 200,000 miles on it. That 318 is pretty damn healthy. The only real issue that thing has is that it has a stuck lifter. And that's just from sitting. We troubleshooted it, and I did a compression test. Every cylinder in that damn thing makes over 120 PSI. That motor is healthy, which is kind of nuts. Yeah, it does one-wheel peels. We did burnouts with it in the garage on stream, which was, yeah, that was fun. No fried piston rings? No, Dorkfish. Like I said, 120 from the last compression test that I ran on it last April. Get a Junkyard 340 and get an eBay rebuild kit. So Copo, I absolutely would, but I got a 5.7 Hemi. I have a donor car outside my shop. I bought a 2004 Ram. It's hosed. You know good and well how cars do up here, especially in you're in upstate. You get more snow than I do. It's hosed completely. The rockers are completely gone. But mechanically, it's okay. 70,000 miles on that motor. It's a 5.7 Hemi out of an 04 Ram. And it's pre-MDS, multi-displacement nonsense, so we don't have to worry about lifter tick and stuff. I'm still going to take it apart when we go to work on it, but... So, I'm going to put that in there, dude. I'll probably drive the 318 for a little while, just because. When I get the shell made, I'm gonna be so happy that that car drives. We'll probably just drive it around with the 318 for a little bit. This is fine. Fuel injection in computers, though. I play with engines and carbs. Oh, believe me, I know. I know how to... Don't get me wrong, dude. I ain't coming from nowhere, dude. I know how to jet a carb and rebuild one if we absolutely need to. Much easier than the computer, but once again, I want this car to be superbly reliable. Either that or we just say screw it and carb the 5.7. I don't know. That would be fun. People would get mad. You'd have to figure out some way to cam phase the distributor, though, if you wanted to go full analog, but maybe somebody does that. That'd be kind of funny. You're old school. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I have my truck is old school. I built that truck all old school. I have a 59 F100 sitting outside. It's in a carport, so the winter won't destroy the damn thing. I got a 59 F100. It's totally analog. I rewired the entire car. It's got a 4-barrel carburetor on it, 302 with a C4 behind it, and a 9-inch rear end. That's my analog old school build. The Coronet is, we're going in a different direction for that project for fun. It ain't gonna be the last time I build a carbureted car, though. We'll build more. All right. But yeah, I'm probably gonna drive that thing around on the carb for a little while. Just because I know me, when I finish the damn shell and we get the thing completely straight again, I'm gonna want to drive it. Like, there ain't no getting around that. I'm gonna want to drive that thing.
Mitenkäs mä nyt tässä sanoisin, mutta meidän toi... Likaako iPhone, niin se on ääriä myöten täynnä.
The main thing the ZF8 speed really needs is a good transmission cooler. Oh, we'll do it. Yeah, I need to find one for short money, dude. And I need to buy the standalone transmission controller. It's out of gas, Paul. Doesn't she need torsion bars and transmission support? It needs a torsion bar cross member, Fluffy. Yeah. We need to do the wheel wells. We need to reskin the quarters. We need to fix the rear fascia. I got to do outer rockers on both sides to the best of my ability. It needs left and right floorboards in the front. Rear pan is fine. And it needs a new cross member, a new torsion bar cross member. The quarters are the high line item there. Everything else is fine. Out of gas. Did your kids borrow it? Yeah. No. I mean, they may have. I don't know. Did they? You tell me. That's why I went and filled up the diesel jerry can. I wanted my Camaro fast when I first built it, so I put a D-stroke 327 with it with 13.5 to 1 compression. Hell yeah, dude. That's some DZ302 stuff right there. That's sick, man. That's like the Trans Am motor. Did you put the camel hump heads on it too? How expensive it was to drive on race fuel. Yeah, with 13.5 compression, you're putting 93 in that all day. That's cool, man. That should be enough that should be enough to limp this thing into town. Yeah, that's good. Actually, if we're gonna limp this thing into town, I'm gonna fill it up and then I'll fill the diesel tank up. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Let's put the beer in the fridge. Yeah, I mean, RB, it's not, yeah, you'd probably race gas. I mean, dude, you're almost at like Av grade with 13.5 to 1 compression, man, right? Like, you got your kids building a 302 for a Lada conversion? A Lada with a 302 in it. Ho ho! Ho ho ho! Okay. Alright. That's gonna be very quick. Paul, how you gonna... You know what? I was about to ask how you're gonna get traction, but that's not the point, is it? Yep. That's not the point of that at all. I got you. Yeah. I put 2 and 2 together after I said it. Yeah. Skids for days. Skids for days, mate. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna send that thing into the freaking burnout pit, dude. Milk. I mean, what rear end are you gonna put in that that's gonna hold it up? Topo is 110 octane, $11 a gallon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's basically aviation gas. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. They're on holiday in Madeira. Serious question, why so much milk? Milk kills hunger and thirst. And it's inexpensive. We need some tunage. Look at all this milk. You want some of this milk, chat? They don't got to know about it. It could be our milk. No milk will ever be our milk. Ooh, that wasn't very nice. How about you, Sideburns? You want some of this milk? Gotta have a beer. I end up building a 355 with a roller cam. Aluminum heads, forged rods, pistons, 10.5 1 in compression with a 200 shot. 11s? I'd believe that. Don't forget the cap hats. Oh, I haven't, dude.
Voi saatana! No mitä helvettiä? Voi saatana! Voi helvettiä! Voi vittujen kevää. Saatana. Voi saatana. Voi vittujen kevää.
Cursing profusely in Finnish makes your stress gauge go down. That's why you hear me do it all the time.
Jumalauta. Ei saatana. Saatana. No voi helvetti. Voi vittujen kevää. Voi vittu. Voi vittujen kevää. Saatana.
It's an awesome game mechanic, Dorkfish. All right. Oh yeah, baby. BB on the axle code. BB refers to the type of axle that it is, dudes. There's the dash pad. Here. Okay. Axle B. It's a 375 limited slip. Yes! 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 That is exactly what we want. Yes! Excellent. 375 limited slip. Perfect, man. Freaking perfect. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Oh. You made your dad look dumb when he said a 75 Camaro would be quicker with a 450, 430 over. Yeah. No. You're way lighter, dude. We got limited slip, dudes. We got Pawsy, son. Oh, that's the DMCA music. I gotta talk over so nobody hears it. All right, cool. That will mute the VOD on YouTube. Hey, 375 limited slip. I'm happy with that. And we got a clutch. We got a clutch plate. Oh, okay. Here's the other one. Wiper motors, radiator hose. We got a rear light. You'll be able to put that on there. There we go. Can you explain rear end numbers and ratios? Yeah. That's brake lines, brake and clutch lines. We want that. Give me a second. Column shroud. Bro, this car is so much more complicated than the Satsuma. There's so many more parts. Wiper motors. So the rear end numbers and ratios. Okay, so that's referring to your final drive, weather guy. Your final drive is okay. I thought there would be a drive shaft in this thing. There should be a drive shaft in here. It said there was, but I guess there's not. So that's good. All right. So every car has a drive shaft, right? The drive shaft is spinning. The drive shaft's coming out from the transmission back to the differential. Here. Where did I put the rear end? Oh, it's over here. Okay. So You have a transmission in the car. Transmission is up front, right? And then you have a drive shaft. The drive shaft comes out of the transmission. On this type of transmission, it has a slip yoke to a drive shaft that attaches to a pinion, pinion flange, or a U-joint. It could, there's a U-joint and then there's a pinion. It depends on the rear end. But, all right, so the final drive on the axle refers to, so here, there's what's called a pinion gear. It's a gear that looks like soft serve. It looks like soft serve ice cream. The technical term would be a tapered helical bearing. Or no, tapered helical gear, not bearing. The bearings are behind that. And that's attached to a ring gear. The ring gear is a gear that's going... that gear is this way. So the ring gear is in this design. I believe it's over here. It would be right there in this design. So the ring gear is a gear that looks like the ring. The ring is attached to a carrier, right? And the carrier, long story short, has a bunch of gears in it that turns the axles. The carrier has spider gears in it, and the spider gears allow one wheel to move at a differential rate than the other wheel, okay? Now, what does the final drive do? The final drive is basically how many times this turns versus how many times this turns. It's what for every one rotation, or for every one rotation of the ring gear, how many rotations of the drive shaft have you done? Right? So this is a 375 limited slip. That means this thing does 3 3/4 rotations for every one rotation of the ring gear. Does that make sense? A taller gear, all right? So how does this apply to cars? Okay, so the higher that number, right, the more torque you're basically going to make. The other side, you can see the bump on the cover. I don't know, Mutter. It's kind of hard to say. So what's the difference between final drive numbers? There's shorter gears and then there's taller gears. Taller gears is a lower number. Lower numbers, right? A lower final drive will make your car have a higher top speed, but you will have less torque. Okay? That's like a highway gear. You get better fuel economy with that. And technically you have a higher top speed with a lower number. Okay? A higher number is going to give you much lower top speed. You're not going to get as much fuel economy, but you're going to go faster. Overdrive gears? Overdrive gears are in the transmission. The transmission would have an OD gear. So the higher the number, the faster you accelerate. The reason I'm happy with the 375, right? The 375 limited slip is because that's pretty much intermediate. The one that I'm really looking for is a CB, but BB is fine. That's okay. What does overdrive do? You run 273s to run 200 miles an hour, but you can't do a burnout. Exactly. I know, Ari, he did, didn't he? Right? Okay, stupid question. Then why hasn't anyone invented a transmission for final drive gears? There's such thing as a 2-speed differential. Flykin trucks use them. What do you think low and high is on the truck when you go from 6 low to 6 high? 2-speed. It's a 2-speed final drive. Yep. It depends. It could be a 2-speed. It could be a 2-speed transfer case, 2-speed diff. Oh yeah, that's been done. The reason why they don't do it on cars is because it's too complicated. That's too much for a car, right? Where Detroit and pretty much everybody else has gone is making a transmission with more gears. So why does the reverse gear have more torque? Because the reverse gear is probably... So keep in mind, guys, this is gear ratios upon gear ratios. Okay, so you guys are asking a lot of questions, so let me explain. This is... No, we won't use that. This is a 4-speed transmission, okay? So, you know what? I'll just take a Muncie 4-speed, for instance. Muncie 4-speed. Give me one second. So a Muncie 4 was the manual transmission that GM offered on anything in the 60s. Give me 1 second. It's a M21. That's what it's called. This is the light duty one. I'm trying to find, well, the AI overview might have what I'm looking for. All right. So, yeah, it's called a rock crusher. Yeah. So check this out. Your transmission is just changing your gear ratio, right? So with your engine, you're swapping torque for horsepower with certain gear ratios, okay? So look, first gear is 220-1, which means in this particular scenario, which means for every revolution of the engine, you get 1 revolution coming out of the transmission. That's going to give you more torque, okay? The second gear is the wide ratio fuses, wide ratio 256-1. Nice. It doesn't seem to have all of them. But so first gear would be the highest ratio. That would be the biggest. And then as you get to second, third, fourth, and fifth, the ratio will get closer and closer to 1-1. If you get 1-1, that's cool. If you go below 1-1, i.e., 1 revolution of the motor equals more than 1 output coming out of, more than 1 rotation coming out of the transmission, that's overdrive. That's what overdrive is. Overdrive is there to give you better fuel economy. I know that you hear it in songs and stuff. It's like, we're going to overdrive, overdrive. Overdrive actually makes you go slower. Just saying. M20 to M22s. Thank you. Yeah, so if you take all that and you add your final drive to it, right, you can get a theoretical top speed for your car. You can get torque numbers. You can get a bunch of stuff. But yeah, taller gears are generally better for highway cruising, right? Shorter gears with a higher number are generally better for acceleration, but your car won't go as fast. So a dragster, if you're building a drag racing car, you would want somewhere in the high 3s to 4s. If you wanted to make a car that gets great fuel economy, right, you'd get the tall gears. You'd get a 270. And then you could make a car that gets 30 miles to the gallon. Like I'll just give you an example. If you took a 68 Dodge Dart, and you had a slant 6 in it, with a 4-speed transmission with an A833 behind it, with a 276 final drive, you're getting 40 miles to the gallon all day in an old car from the 60s. They made those. You had to special order them, but you could do that. 40 miles to the gallon, old car, just saying. Now, the flip side of that is that if you got a Super Bee, a Coronet Super Bee, like my car, with 2 doors, and you got a 426 Hemi in it with that same 4-speed behind it, you'd have 373s or 410s out back. And that thing would accelerate really quickly, but you would have dick for fuel economy, and you would basically, you have no top speed. It's just designed to go fast really quickly. Thinking of a CVT, would a CVD be possible? Continuously variable differential. I'm sure someone's thought of it, Wizard. I've never seen it implemented, though. There's probably a good reason for that. So how does this work with transaxles? Transaxles, Creation, are just a differential that's been mated to a transmission. If you have an integral differential to your transmission, it's a transaxle. Every front-wheel drive car has a transaxle. Dedicated front-wheel drive car, front-engine front-wheel drive. They all have transaxles, because the diff is basically coupled into the transmission. Simultaneously, rear-engine rear-wheel drive cars have transaxles, and mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars have transaxles. Like Porsches, Ferraris, Toyota MR2, stuff like that. Night, RB. CVTs are, yeah, they exist. Corvettes have a transaxle. That's a good point. Biggity, part of what makes the Corvette such a performance and sporty vehicle is because it doesn't go engine, transmission, drive shaft, differential. The Corvette goes engine, drive shaft, transaxle out to the rear wheels. Well, the front engine Corvettes did that. Believe it or not, the C8 is a transaxle, so it's V8 transaxle wheels. There's no torque tube. I only mean to capture a single step motor. I didn't mean for this to run away. Well, there you go. Cars, man. Newest Mustangs are like that too. Yes, newer Mustangs use that. So why would you put the transmission in the back of the car? Weight distribution is the big thing there, guys. The car will handle better when if you have a car with an engine up at the front, the engine and transmission are up at the front of the car, you get a lot of weight on the front wheels and almost no weight on the rear wheels. If you move the transmission to be over the rear axle and make it a transaxle instead, you get better weight distribution. The weight of the car is evenly distributed over all four wheels. Having 50-50 weight distribution with a car is, very good for handling. Real good. Yeah, there's your thing about cars. And the crazy thing is that all this information is pertinent to building the car and building this. It depends on what you're trying to do, guys. Yeah, building the car, this is all relevant information to Winter Car, actually, because we have different axle codes and different types of axles, which is superbly freaking cool, if you ask me. I think that's really neat. Can you take the cover off? I don't think so, Mutter. Nah, you ain't taking that off. Please hold. Oh, no, not the parts catalog. Shame. Shame. So in here, oh yeah, the ring gear is over there. It's on the left. See the relief right there? So here, I'll just show you. I'll show you what that looks like in there. So this is what is inside of most differentials. So check this out. Okay, this is a newer diff. This is a Ford 8.8, which is, Ford puts it in everything. It's in everything. 8.8s are in everything. They've been making these for 30 years. They put them in everything. They were in like Rangers. They were in Explorers. They were in F-150s. Crown Vics, they're in Mustangs. I have an 8.8 in my Mustang. So here's your ring gear. See that? Ring gear. The pinion gear is back here. But there's your ring gear. This thing right here for the nerds, that's a phaser. What that does is it picks up, there's a Hall effect sensor in the top of the diff. And that Hall effect sensor is picking up the RPMs on the gear. It does that because every time one of these teeth passes the Hall effect sensor, it creates a pulse of electricity utilizing the Hall effect. and it'll create an oscillating signal that can be interpreted by the car's computer as data, and it takes that frequency oscillation from the varying RPMs from the diff, and that's how it discerns speed. That's how a modern car tells you how fast it's going. Yeah, it's just a phaser. It's just a Hall effect thruster, not a Hall effect thruster. It's a Hall effect sensor. Hall effect thrusters are on spaceships. Quasimodo, I've messed around with cars. My streaming setup, my streaming place is attached to my shop. I do work on the car on stream. I'm building a 69 Coronet in there. Yeah, that happens. I just do it in the mornings. So check this out. This whole center section moves. Okay? That whole section moves. This whole thing can spin. Now, inside of this housing right here, you have something called spider gears. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, it's important to note that the ring gear and the housing are basically one piece. The ring gear bolts to the housing. Okay, it's bolted through. The ring gear can actually separate, but it rotates with the housing, okay? Just remember that. With the spider gears, your north spider gear and the south spider gear, those can spin independently, but they are on an axle that goes through. They're on an axle that goes through here, and they are connected to the housing by themselves. They can spin independently by themselves with the housing. So this thing and those spider gears can actually rotate. They can move. Now, the left spider gear, so that's the west and the east spider gear, those ones are connected to the axles, okay? And those will spin with the axle. So wherever the wheel is moving, that spider gear will move, okay? Now, what does a differential do? What does this do? Why would you have this? Who cares? That allows you, so when your car is going around a corner, that allows one tire to spin faster than the other tire, because if you drew a line of your car going around a corner, this outside one is going to need to spin a lot faster than the inside one because of differential radii. All right? Because this is closer to your point of rotation, right? This is going to spin less. And because this one is further from your point of rotation, it's going to spin more because it has more distance to cover. Car engineers figured this out in the 30s. Actually, Chevy is the one. Well, not Chevy. It wasn't Chevy. Chevy figured out a way to make the differential more compact. But that's another story. So that allows each of your drive wheels to spin independently of each other, but if they're asynchronous, right? So if you're going straight down the road, power can be transmitted to either tire. It's a really trick mechanism. It's super cool. Now, once again, your final drive here is what this is. This right here, it's how many rotations of your ring gear comparatively to your pinion gear. The pinion gear, you could just see the bottom of it. A pinion gear looks like a soft serve ice cream cone. I'm not even kidding. Pinion gear is a tapered helical gear. They look like that. Seriously, soft serve ice cream. That's a pinion gear, and that's the ring gear. This one is connected to the axle. Or the drive shaft, excuse me. This is connected to the drive shaft. So this, see where that screw is? There would be what's called a yoke, a drive shaft yoke right here. It's basically a connector for a drive shaft, and it would be screwed on or bolted on with a pinion nut. That is, oh, we're cold. That is what's coming out the front of the diff. That's that right there. Sorry, gotta have a beer about it. So, yeah. So your pinion gear is driving this. Your final drive is the relationship of rotation between your pinion gear and your ring gear. Now, if you're wondering what that little doohickey is right there, this little weird looking thing, that's limited slip. Okay, so in differential terminology, slip is the amount of differential revolutions per minute that the differential will allow between the left and right tire. Okay, that makes sense? If you have an open differential, one tire can spin as fast as it wants and the other tire will do nothing. You have an infinite amount of slip between your inner and outer wheels. Ever get stuck in the mud in Alabama? One tire spins, the other tire does nothing. That's an open diff. Okay? A limited slip differential limits the amount of differential rotations between your left and right tire. Meaning that once this tire starts to go too fast and this tire is going too slow, what this differential does is there's a spring mechanism in here. It could be a spring, it could be a clutch, it could be whatever, that basically will slow down your one wheel and start moving power to the other wheel. How it does that is there's a coupling between the right and left spider gears here. There's a coupling. And when the differential RPM between one tire gets too much, the coupling will join. And it will limit your slip between your left and right tire. That makes sense, dudes? I'm telling you, it's ingenious. That's really goddamn smart. It's basically convergent design. They figured this out in the 20s and the 30s, and we have not strayed from that formula since. Even Teslas have that, dude. Teslas have these things. Now, a Tesla is carrying a 9-to-1 final drive. If you really want to know. Tesla's carrying a 9-to-1 final drive. Anybody know why? Why would Tesla's final drive be so ridiculously high? Thanks, Paul. I love this stuff, dude. This stuff's so cool, man. Electric motors, baby. Instant torque. You need a super short gear to be able to handle the torque from the electric motors. That's why Teslas can accelerate so fast. That was a purposeful decision from Franz von Holhausen and Elon. That was a purposeful decision to make electric cars fun to drive. They did that on purpose. Yeah, on a Tesla, the electric motor goes right into the differential. On a 9-to-1 final drive, there's no transmission on a Tesla. It's just electric motor to the diff. Yep. And that's your little thing on transmissions. Hopefully that helps you build your summer car or your winter car better. Differentials in the top 10 greatest human inventions, especially for the time period that it came from. Literally time travel, Joe. You're absolutely right. Oop. Phasing in and out of existence here. All right, I'm going to take a piss and then we go to sleep. Where would you rank the pulley? Pulley is a simple tool, man. We've had it since antiquity. But the differential can't exist without pulley, without figuring out what leverage is. Archimedes figured that out. Guys, if you want to understand, like, gear ratios and how they work, oh, don't fall asleep on the toilet, bud. Okay. If you guys want to understand, like, how gear ratios work, think of it as a lever. A bigger gear is going to have a lot more leverage over a smaller gear. So if you're going bigger gear to smaller gear, you're going to get it because that thing has a lot more leverage. It's going to spin a lot faster. If you're going smaller to bigger, you have less leverage, but the gear moves very, 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 very deliberately. You have way more torque that way. Or no, did I reverse it? I reversed it. Sorry, it's getting late. Did I get it right? I think I got it right. Yeah. Strike that. Reverse it. Oh yeah, the Jam Handy video. Sarah, right? If you're gonna need spokes, you're going to need more spokes. Consider a wheel. Those videos, yeah, dude, that's how I learned. Not even kidding. Better than a high school auto shop.
Perkele, perkele, vittu, saatana. Jumalauta, voi saatana, vittu, voi saatana. Perkele, perkele.
Plaids have 3 motors, so limited slip is just one motor accelerating more or less than the other. Dude, Drew, I'm not the biggest EV guy. I don't hate Tesla. I'm just not a big EV guy. I like EVs. I think they're cool. I mean, I mostly don't like them because I can't really afford one, but whatever. Plaid is awesome. That is such cool engineering. The, you know, the composite overwrap, what is it, a commutator? Oh my goodness. That is so goddamn cool. No, it's not a commutator. It's the inner coil. Sorry, my brain's starting to get fuzzy. I've been here for a while today. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, P. Koenigsegg Dark Matter is cooler. Mercs, the thing is you're not wrong, but dude, I don't know why. Koenigsegg's don't do anything for me. Like, the free valve, super freaking cool. Dark Matter, super freaking cool. They're doing it just because they can. But I feel like every time I talk about something cool in the automotive industry, there's always someone that's like, you know, the Koenigsegg is better because they have the Pool Wheeler 5000. It's like, all right, cool. All right, dude. They don't do anything for me, man. I'm sorry, like, I don't do it. They don't do anything. I'll be 100% honest with you. No supercar does. No supercar does. What the hell am I going to do with that? Like, why would I ever want one of those? Dude, even if I had billions of dollars, I wouldn't buy that. No way. I'd buy more junk. If that makes any sense. And with that being said, I'm not hating by any means. Koenigsegg's are superior engineering, and I can see that as somebody that appreciates mechanical engineering. With that being said, they don't do nothing for me, dude. Any Fords do anything? Actually, Weather Guy, yes, your mom's Ford does really great things, especially in the back seat for me. You know what I'm saying?
Saatana, perkele, jumalauta, voi saatana, perkele, saatana, voi vittujen kevät.
Sorry.
Voi vittu.
All right.
Voi vittujen kevät.
Your mom had an Aerostar. It was a Ford minivan, the Aerostar. She's a nice lady.
Voi vittujen kevät. Jumalauta, voi vittujen kevät.
That's awesome, Smashmallow. I've never ridden in a Plaid, but I know I'd appreciate it. I know I'd like it. I have ridden in a Ford Mach-E, though. I'm not calling it a Mustang. It's a Mach-E, okay? Or just Mach Chicken or whatever the hell you want to call it. Ford was on drugs when they decided to call that thing a Mustang. Did you take her out for a nice seafood dinner? Yes. The shoe. Yeah, I don't know, man. Supercars don't really do it for me. Like, the only supercar that'd probably do it for me is an F40 or a Porsche 959, maybe, or like a Lamborghini Countach. Like, that's about it, dudes. Countach, yeah. Or a Lamborghini Miura.
Voi saatana. Ei saatana.
Last Ford was in the family was a Festiva. No options, no right mirror, no radio speakers, and I can't find anyone else who's ever owned one. Festivas, dude. Blast from the past, man. Those were nice cars. They were well made. It's just simple. It's like GM with Saturn.
Voi vittu. Voi vittujen kevät.
Max, I'll be 100% honest with you. Zondas don't do anything for me either for the exact same reasons. I'm sorry, man. I appreciate it. I really do. There's just nothing there. Would the Testarossa be considered a supercar? I would consider the Testarossa to be more of a grand touring car. But a 512 TR, that's a nice vehicle. The Ford Model T. Model Ts don't do anything for me either, for what it's worth. Bro, it's a tractor. What are you going to do with that? I appreciate it. I appreciate the engineering. It's lovely, but... Weren't Festivas made in South American plants? Probably. You count the Viper? Vipers are cool. Doesn't do anything for me, but they're cool. Like, I'm not hating. They just don't do anything for me. Like, I've seen Vipers. They're cool. They're a sweet car. Like a 92 GTS. Hell yeah. That's a sweet car. LFA? Same thing, dude. I like LFAs. They're a superior piece of engineering. I can acknowledge this. It doesn't do anything for me, man. FG XR8 Falcon? Yeah, now we're talking. I like that. Yeah, that does it. What about modern Corvettes? Ooh, I don't mind C8s, dude. If I'm buying a Corvette, the engine's going to be in the front. There it is.
Perkele.
Running around Greenfield Village, yep.
No mitä helvettiä?
Now make fun of yours.
Helvettiä.
Yeah, no, doesn't. Element, same deal. Doesn't do anything for me. A 55 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR. A Gullwing, I would... What are you going to do with that? Would you drive it around? If I found a Gullwing shell, I'd put an LS in it. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. You know how many people that would piss off? That would be awesome. And it would go superbly fast. And it would sound ridiculous. Like... But then again, I'm never getting an SL Gullwing. That's never happening. New one or old.
Vittu.
We should... So the first thing I should do is go check to see if there's any bills to pay, because the phone hasn't rang in a little while. We should go fill that thing up with gas, but it's also quarter till 12. An 86 Trans Am? I like F-bodies. Those are cool. I'd drive that. Bit useless at anything but going in a straight line. But... actually, those F-bodies are actually pretty well made. It's a pretty good design. It's not bad. We clearly need more car parts. I should have more coming. Yep, just as I thought. Please, for the love of God, watch McMurdy Fearling go up Goodwood. Nice. And once again, guys, I'm not saying that I'm not hating on these cars. They're cool. Like, if I saw a Zonda driving down the road, I'd be like, yo, ho, ho, what the hell? But, if I had $1 billion, I wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy that. No, absolutely not. Why? Why? What are you going to do with that? Drive it around on the street? The only thing that would be useful for is taking it to the track, because that's where you can use it. Right? And this feeds kind of into more of a personal thing. I don't like people that buy Ferraris and then use them to go get groceries. Unless it's an FF. Then, yeah, okay, I can kind of see it. You know, if I had an F40, guess what, dudes? We'd be going to Lime Rock, and I'd drive it. And guess what? I'd probably crash it. No regrets. That car, Enzo Ferrari intended for that car to be pushed to the absolute ragged edge on a damn racetrack. That's where that car belongs. A 787B. Ooh, I like four rotors, dude. I do like four rotors. What about an AC Cobra with a 351 Clevo in it? Same rules apply to the F40 as to that. Nice, Kaiser. That's cool. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I thought I was a car guy, but the cool factor really wore off on my C7 way faster than I thought. I'd sold it after a year. It wasn't worth the problems that came with. We'll never buy a GM car again. It's Chevy. What do you want? I've been one who appreciates more unique cars, like a Rolls-Royce with a Cummins, RX-7 with a snowmobile engine, or a Caterpillar-based Studebaker. Yeah, Trenton, that's where my love for cars, you know, kit bashing and building your own stuff, that's really where my love of cars really takes hold. I love doing that stuff, dude. You could see, you know, with the cars that we're making, you know? Yeah, I buy cars to build them, dude. That's where my passion with cars lies. Building them. That's the fun, dude. I sent you a link in Discord about 1.5 hours from you. If you want to do a spring road trip, I think you'd go nuts. You're near Carlisle. Yeah, Carlisle, Pennsylvania. The fairgrounds, dude. Yeah, the shows here are insane. They do a Mopar Fest there, if I'm remembering right, but they do Corvettes, too. There's a huge Corvette show at Carlisle. Brandon, yeah, I know all about this, dude. There was a resub in there. Hey, Freddie, 77-month resub. All right, dudes. I think we're going to call it here. We will continue this tomorrow morning. That being said, Fast in a Straight Line never impressed you. Fair. I'm American. I got to like that stuff, dude. They have a Ford show, too.
Discovery,
yeah, dude. They do all kinds of stuff. Carlisle is an intermediate destination. It would probably take me, I don't know, 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours from here. It's such a good game, Rarest, yeah. Yeah, I'm out, dudes. Digital Zero's 90-month resub. Thanks, man. All right, that's going to do it for part 7. We got a little bit into the weeds with car parts, but it was pertinent to subject matter, I would say. So I can't believe Rook replied to us. I can't believe that. Dude, you know, it's 2026. You can just talk to the guy that runs NASA. Whatever. That's what I mean about Wumbo maxing. We're going to manifest this stuff. We're going to... Bro, we talked to the NASA administrator today. That's pretty freaking cool. We talked to the guy that ran NASA. Runs. Yeah, and he got the joke, too, which makes it even better. It's awesome. We made corned beef on New Year's Eve. Yo, I like corned beef, man. Corned beef is tasty. Very tasty. You got to have it with, like, potatoes, though. Have it with potatoes that are nice and seasoned. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bragging rights on NSF. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes, cooked in beer. Yes, absolutely. Cooked in Guinness. Yeah. I live south of Boston. I know all the Irish secrets. Got to cook it in Guinness. Beautiful. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, EJ. Sticking with the original engine for now. All right, man. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let's raid somebody over on the Twitch side of things. And on the YouTube side, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Noontime. My winter car. And if there's a lot of space news, we do space news. Okie dokie. Man, there's nobody around. Nobody's streaming tonight. Oh well, whatever. We'll just go quietly into the night. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Good night.